Welcome back, guys, to another video. We got more Tesla stuff coming in, some pretty big things. Tesla is expanding rapidly. If you just look at the stock price, it's going up to the absolute moon. And at this current moment, we will be talking about some major things happening with Tesla, mostly expansion, which is what most of you guys are really interested in. We got a lot of hiring going on for the 4680 battery. We got a lot of production for the Supercharger V3. Yes, Tesla is going to be making a lot of superchargers to keep up with the demand, because when you have so many people buying electric vehicles, you're going to be needing a dedicated area to produce a bunch of these superchargers, especially how Musk wants to be selling 1 million cars in 2021. Well, you're going to be needing a lot more superchargers than at the current moment. First thing is Tesla is launching a new microsite to boost their hiring process for the new battery cell division. And the new tagline is Terra is the new Giga, and Tesla unveiled its own battery, the Tesla 4680. Absolutely incredible on battery day. It was one of the coolest batteries out there, especially how it was twice as big, it was super dense, used way less materials, and also holds way more charge. And Tesla is super serious about this. One of the biggest things is they're currently trying to negotiate with the Indonesian government to open up a nickel factory. And when they do, they will start extracting nickel. And what does nickel use for? Well, it's used in the lithium-ion batteries in the 4680. Since nickel makes it a lot more dense, it's a metal that's absolutely essential for making lithium-ion batteries. And with all the other companies at this current moment, like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Range Rover, they make some really nice electric vehicles and some really good concepts, but none of them are focusing on the battery process. Ford's current CEO has said that they know the importance of making a battery factory, but they don't have any plans at this current moment to make any sort of a battery factory. That's pretty bad. Now, the good news is everyone kind of acknowledges that to be really successful in the battery business and also the EV business, you have to pretty much make the cheapest batteries to increase your profit margins. The lithium-ion battery is the hardest to come by in an electric vehicle and one of the most expensive components. And since Tesla is now focusing so heavily on battery production, whereas other car companies are so focused on just making the vehicle itself, in the next 5 years, everyone's going to be starving for lithium-ion batteries. And guess what? Tesla will probably be the only guy out there that will be hogging all of these massive 4680 battery cells. So the automaker at this current moment with Elon Musk, they're hiring a bunch of people. And if you check out the Tesla website, it says join the cell team. You can pretty much make a lot of really incredible batteries. It's manufacturing. Elon Musk has also talked to people and said, if you guys are willing to make this really difficult battery and also go through really difficult challenges, then this is definitely a job for you. And so far, a lot of people probably have signed up already. And the current hiring process and also effort is in Fremont. And also a lot of them are in Austin and also Germany. So just keep that in mind. And there's a lot of battery hiring. And second is Tesla is going to be building a brand new factory to simply make the Supercharger V3. It's kind of funny because usually you hear people opening up like a new section of the factory to build more vehicles or maybe more batteries. You rarely ever hear people say, yeah, we just opened a brand new factory to make a bunch of superchargers. It sounds kind of weird, but this is essential because at this current moment, a lot of people have charge anxiety. So many people I've heard that don't buy electric vehicles say they don't know where to charge vehicles when it is slowly running out of electricity. They don't want to be stranded on the road. With gas stations pretty much in every single street and avenue and every single rest stop and also exit, well, people aren't really that scared about running out of gasoline. With electric, on the other hand, people are kind of freaked out, especially in more rural areas and also in smaller cities around the world. There's less superchargers, so even if you really want to get an electric vehicle, they might not be a Tesla supercharger near you. So at this current moment, Tesla is planning to build a brand new factory to produce the Supercharger V3 stations. It's in China and it's rapidly expanding. If you guys don't know, the Shanghai Gigafactory will be producing roughly 550,000 vehicles in 2021, which will make up more than half of the projected estimate of 1 million vehicles produced next year. So with China having such a giant EV demand, and with Tesla selling a ton of Model 3s and estimated to be selling a ton of Model Ys, they're going to be needing even more superchargers. So they can't actually build these fast enough, and they need to open up a whole new factory to produce it. And so far, originally, Tesla was producing its supercharger stations in Fremont, California, until they start noticing that demand in China is absolutely skyrocketing. So why not just build a whole new factory in China, Shanghai, just to make the supercharger V3s? That's honestly pretty smart, and especially how Tesla now sells the Model 3 electric cars by a ton. Well, it's a really, really smart thing to start producing some superchargers in the country that you're selling your electric vehicles with. And this brand new factory in Shanghai is going to be able to produce up to 10,000 charging units per year. That's a lot. Within 2 to 3 years, could be seeing an extra 20, 30,000 superchargers around China. And by the way, these are superchargers and these are latest versions. And at this current moment, there's not really a lot of word about this, but it's honestly pretty interesting. It shows you that Tesla is honestly very, very serious, with so many other companies out there focusing so heavily on just simply producing the electric vehicle that they don't have electric charging stations by themselves. Volkswagen, Honda, Toyota, Mercedes, BMW all are making some sort of an EV, but they are partnering up with third-party companies like Blink Charging, Charging Point, and Nuve to pretty much have charging. Remember, those cars can't actually go to the Tesla superchargers and charge. So buying a Tesla vehicle is like joining an exclusive club. You get to go to a charging area which specifically for Tesla. It's kind of similar to iOS. The software is specifically for Apple iPhones, whereas Android, it's for all the other guys out there. It's very similar to Tesla. You got this really exclusive cult going on. More and more people seem to like Tesla because of this exclusivity and just the superchargers alone. Hey, with more superchargers, more people may actually buy Tesla. Tesla is now currently gold standard and people seem to love it. So what I think about this so far is Tesla's pretty smart. I mean, they're launching new microsites to increase hiring, and they're honestly building one of the biggest battery plants in the world, which is in Berlin, Germany. It's even bigger than the battery factory in Nevada, which is specifically dedicated for battery production. So Tesla is expecting some major increase in electric vehicles. On top of that, it's really funny that they launched a fully electric battery factory in Berlin, because they know in the future, in the next couple of years, they could be seeing Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Volkswagen ordering battery cells from Tesla. Very similar to how Samsung makes one of the best panels in the world, and they sell these panels to their own competition, like Apple. But at the same time, Samsung smartphones compete with Apple. So let's just see where Tesla ends up. Honestly, it's going to be a pretty interesting sort of deal, especially with Tesla making all these different products, these different factories, a lot of catalysts coming up. I feel like the share price will most likely not dip. It will keep surging, and it will surge even more, especially when people start noticing that they pretty much have a massive battery plant coming up where other major car manufacturers do not. Thanks for watching, and comment below.